So I want to give you some advice today to grow on YouTube, and this is from what I've learned from growing a channel to, at this point, 53 million views and 500,000 subscribers. It's my other channel, Get Handles Basketball. So I want to just kind of give you like the main things that you need to know and that are the most important driving factors in my experience. So the first thing is you've got to upload consistently. I would say that's the first and most important thing you can do, and here's why. First of all, it's not just about getting your subscribers or your people that are viewing your videos to keep giving them something consistently and get them on that schedule. Yes, that is somewhat of an important factor, but I feel like more importantly is what you gain from that in a lot of ways. So before I get into what those benefits are and how you can take advantage of them, the baseline I like to give people is 1 video a week for a year if you're starting on YouTube, or if you've already been on YouTube for a year, get to 1 video a week at least. If you can do more, even better. I would say up to 3 videos a week. Some niches, maybe going daily would make sense. That being said, with those videos, you are gaining a lot. First of all, you're learning how to make better videos, how to script them, come up with more interesting topics, titles, thumbnails, how to edit them, like all that stuff, all the like production things that happen. The more you do it, the better you will get at it, the more ideas you will get with it. Within that, one thing I would also say is to try new things, so you learn even more. Like if you just keep doing everything the same way over and over and over again, you don't learn as much, you don't gain as much from making those videos, and you don't become that much better of a YouTuber. So you should always have a certain focus of something that you're trying to get better at with the filming, the way you're presenting, the scripting, the editing, all that stuff. But then the other, and I feel like just as equally powerful benefit that you get from that is if you're uploading videos once a week, and you're doing that for a year, or if you've been on YouTube for a while, then you've already got a lot of this, is your analytics. Your data, man. Like, so many people miss the mark on this. They just upload and it's like, if the video did good, how about that? That sucks. Well, I guess I'll do my next video different. And maybe it wasn't that the video itself was really that bad. Maybe it was just the title wasn't good. Maybe it was just that the thumbnail wasn't good. Maybe it wasn't search engine optimized well. Maybe the way you delivered the message, the way it was filmed, edited, presented wasn't good. It's not necessarily that the whole video was a dud. So a lot of people will just look at things from the view count from one video to the next and say, well, that was good or that wasn't. Like, there's more to the story than that and a lot more to learn from it. And like with the data YouTube gives you, if you're not taking the time to look at that, you are missing out. So a couple of the things from here on forth are probably going to be mainly focused on the analytics side, or just like things that you should focus on with the way you're making your videos to help you grow your channel. And so the first would be click-through rate. I think that's like one of the most important things right now on YouTube. Long term, I think it's still going to matter quite a bit, because YouTube's kind of figured out a way to make sure people aren't just clickbaiting people, because then your watch time will go down. So when we're talking click-through rate, you want to look at it channel-wide, and you also want to look at every video that you upload, like how is it doing on click-through rate. So if the video is getting a really low click-through rate, there's a couple things that are causing that. Maybe the thumbnail wasn't very good and it didn't look very good. And I'll have videos coming up on this on my channel, so stay tuned. I'll have some more advice for this. But at the end of the day, think about a thumbnail that's simple, that's clear, that's easy to understand what the video is going to be about. Don't put too much text, if any text, in the thumbnail. And yeah, those are the main things I would say. That can affect your click-through rate. Also, the title. Couple things to keep in mind with the title. We'll talk about search engine optimization a little bit, but if someone is searching for a term, then you would want the title to more clearly represent, if you're trying to go for that search traffic, that it's what they're looking for. But another thing to consider with title when it comes to click-through rate is that you just want it to be clickable. Think clickbait, but don't actually clickbait people. Make it deliver on that promise. So spend more time crafting the idea that you're gonna have for your title and your thumbnail, so when people see it, it's like, oh my gosh, I've gotta see this video. Think more that way. And if you start thinking more that way, you can raise that click-through rate, which is one of the most important factors to grow on YouTube. The other big thing is the video itself. And there's a lot to cover on this. I'm probably not going to give you a lot of the details as, oh, this is what you should script, film, and edit, all that stuff. But what I will say is this: spend more time watching your video through the eyes of someone looking to the video to be entertained or informed, not as the video editor. So sometimes it takes a little bit of, okay, I'm going to edit this video and it's done, and I'm going to let it sit there for a couple hours, or maybe a day, maybe a week, and then come back to it with fresh eyes and watch it and be like, oh, maybe it's kind of dragging in this part, or I'm just saying the same thing again twice in a row right here, or I said this like a minute before and now I'm covering the same thing here and it doesn't really make sense, or it's just getting boring, or it feels like it's lulling, right? Those keys matter. Spend more time on that and you'll get a much higher quality experience for your viewer, right? Because if the video is more entertaining to you watching it, then okay, it's gonna be even better for them too, right? So spend more time with that so you can get your watch time up and your audience retention up. Now, those are another thing with your analytics that you should be looking at. And you'll know if you're making good videos or if you're missing the mark based on the analytics. So if you think when you're watching your video that, oh, you know what, I really did a good job here, and then the analytics tell a different story, that's giving you clues of what you should do more of and what you should do less of. So look at your audience retention reports. Where are people dropping off? Where are they staying on your video? Look at your watch time. That's another big factor. Are you able to keep on YouTube longer? So making longer videos a lot of times can help. However, that being said, it's kind of a balancing act. If you can maybe make a video that's a little bit shorter but keep a lot of people all the way to the end, that can be a good thing. So what you want to do is try to find that sweet spot of, okay, what's long enough that I'll get good watch time, but at the same time, I can get a lot of people to the end. That's a big thing. Another big thing that I can give you is do not overlook the importance of subscribers, but at the same time, don't put all your eggs in that basket, because if you know anything about YouTube anymore, it's that when people go to YouTube, they are subscribing to channels, and if they're not clicking to watch all those videos when they show up in their subscription feed, YouTube will just stop showing that channel, right? So if I subscribe to Mr. Beast and all of his videos start showing in my subscription feed and I don't click them ever, after a while, YouTube stops showing them to me. Okay, so that's why it's really important to not just, number one, don't emphasize the importance of the subscribers, because just because they subscribe doesn't mean that they're going to watch every one of your videos. More importantly, I would say it would be get them to click the notification bell and turn all notifications on. But even then, don't put too much importance into that and just the subscribers. There's a lot of views to be had on YouTube and explosive growth from non-subscribers. So if you click and watch a video, I'm sure you've seen this, and you watch it to the end, what happens? YouTube follows you around with more of their videos, don't they? So in a way, just by watching a video, you're kind of creating a ghost subscriber, if you will, right? Someone that's gonna get at least more of your videos for a little while on YouTube. So that's why, again, it comes back to making sure your audience retention is there, the click-through rate is there, all those things, and getting people to watch all the way to the end and watch more time on YouTube. Because when you can do that, YouTube will follow people around. So that's the next big piece of advice I can give you. So if you're noticing a trend here, what is it coming down to? It's not about like hacking the algorithm or any of that stuff. It's about making high quality videos, putting them out consistently, and getting the thumbnails and then the titles and all that to be clickable, right? Next big thing I want to give you though, and this is really, really powerful, is when you're making YouTube videos, always think at the end of the video, what video do I want to get them to next, or to a playlist next? That's powerful, because when people start watching multiple videos, what happens? A couple things. First of all, you build more of a relationship with people. They start to like your content. They might check out more of it. Then they'll finally, maybe after watching 3 videos, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, right? Sometimes one video is not enough to get them to do that. But on top of that, if people are watching multiple videos, YouTube's gonna follow that person around a lot more, right? Because they've watched multiple videos from you. YouTube loves that. YouTube wants to keep people on the platform. So the better job you can do that with this multiple video strategy, now YouTube's gonna promote your channel more, right? And they're gonna start surfacing it more to people that haven't seen your content. They're gonna do the same thing also if you're getting a high click-through rate, high watch time, high audience retention. So those are like some of the biggest things that I've learned from my time growing on my channel. There's definitely some more. I think the biggest one is thinking more about the topics that you're gonna make. So I would watch this video right here. It covers that in detail. If this video helped, be sure to subscribe, turn on all notifications, and if you want more individual advice from me to help you, I offer consultations. I'll have a link for that in the description down below where I can coach you and help you grow your channel.